FlossTube, welcome to my channel. My name is Robin and this is my channel, Lady Robins. Today is the 2nd of December and in case you haven't heard, today is the Jingle Ball and I have exactly 23 minutes until the ball starts, and I was sitting here thinking, gosh, I owe you guys a FlossTube, and so I'm gonna see what I can get done in 22 minutes. Now, I might have to do, a second bit and splice them together, but that's okay. You know what? I'm just gonna give it a whirl. We'll see how it goes. So, we're gonna be on high octane because I've got to attend the ball. I've got my sparkly red lipstick on. I have my red Christmas sweater. So I am as decked out as I can be for going to the ball. I do not have a fancy ball dress like Steph from Lindy Stitches that she's been wearing in all of her promo videos. So we're just gonna have to go with lipstick and a red sweater. So welcome, you guys, welcome, welcome. I have got my mug of the day. It has snowed here in the Pacific Northwest. I actually took an extra day off from work because I was afraid the roads were going to be icy. So I had 3 days off in a row, which was really fun. My house is decorated. I'm ready to go. I'm pretty much ready to go in terms of decorating for Christmas, but I don't have time to, drag the camera around and show you. We'll have to do that on a next FlossTube. So we are here. I selected this mug on purpose because it definitely looks like snow and winter, and we're in Vail. And I just have water in my mug today. So let's have a beverage and let's get to the cross stitch, shall we? Nothing like a good cup of water, right? Okay, so I have been a busy bee since last I saw you. I have fully finished 4 items. So let's start with the full finishes, shall we? A couple of them you have seen me stitching on, so I'm going to start with those. I finished my November Snowflower Diaries, and here it is. It is all set. It is laced onto my mat board. I've got my magnet there. And so this is a fully finished object. It is already on display in my entryway. I have not started stitching the December one yet. I'm missing a couple of flosses, so we'll just, I'm just, taking a pause, but that's okay. I will get there. I will get there, but November is done and I love my color conversion for the peacock. If you need to know what colors I use, send me a message, put it in the comments below, and I'd be happy to tell you what I used. But it's set, it's ready to go. So Snowflower Diaries, you guys, I am rounding on a finish. I only have December, February, and September left to stitch on that, and then I'm completely done with that series, and I'll just rotate them every month in my entryway. So I'm really happy on my completion of that. The next thing that I fully finished is something, I'm just reaching over, that I had finished a little bit ago and just couldn't quite figure out how to finish it. And I showed you that I had bought this this little, it was, a little plaque with a little goofy saying on it, and it fit this piece perfectly. This is the Pumpkin Flower Sampler by Bent Creek. And so I finished it, again, I laced it onto the board, but then I glued it onto this little plaque, and then I made the cording with coordinating floss. I just had such a good time, and then I used my Kreinik custom quarter, looks like that, and I had one of these and I lost it, and so I was able to buy a replacement on Amazon. So if you're wondering where I got the thing, I think the first one I got at a cross stitch store years and years ago, couldn't find it, and repurchased it through Amazon probably 2 years ago. So as far as I know, they're readily available if you're looking for a custom quarter. And Helen D has a really great tutorial on making cording at home, and so does Vonna Pfeiffer. So if you need help learning how to make cording, check out Helen D, check out Vonna Pfeiffer. Both of those gals can teach you how to do it, because that's how I learned. I watched both of their videos, and between the two of them, cording has been made. So there is one more look at my finish for the pumpkin flower sampler. I can never quite get all those words in the right order, but that's what it is. So those are my first two FFOs, fully finished objects, for today's video. I'm gonna just reach across, and then the next thing that I got up to is, if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen these, but I decided that I needed some real quick stitching, and so I bought the Crazy Annie's Let's Go Sledding ornaments. I wasn't in the monthly club, but this year when I joined her 12 Days of Christmas Stocking Club, you could purchase previous year's patterns and the little sleds. So I actually started and finished and fully finished 2 of the sleds. So here they are for you. And I've got these 2. I've got Ho 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 and the Joy. And I wasn't a big fan of the colors that, that were charted on the patterns. They weren't bright and vibrant enough for me. So I just went with classic DMC colors. The red is 321. They call it Christmas. They don't call it Christmas red for nothing, right? So Christmas red, 321, and then the green is your Kelly green, which is 700. So those are my 2 substitutions to kind of brighten up the colors, and I just love them. And then again, I did not think of this, but Helen D showed it was the So-and-So's had completed a couple of these sleds, and they put little charms on the side. And I was actually going to hot glue my my 2022 charm onto the back of the sled, and I thought, oh, that's a great idea. So I've only done it to one. I've got to go get a little more baker's twine so I can do it on the second one. But I'm really thrilled. My husband said these are some of his favorite Christmas ornaments already, and they've only been on the tree for like 2 days. These stitch up fairly quickly. Like I said, I was watching the So-and-So's, and they said they got them done in like 2 hours. Okay, it's taking me 2 days a piece. You know, it's full coverage. So, and it's stitched on perforated paper. And anyway, I am not as speedy. I'm just not speedy. So take that with a grain of salt. They either stitch up in, 2 hours or 2 days. I'm finding that perforated paper is a little bit of a challenge for me, just because I can't do the sewing method, which is how I stitch. And so the stab and poke, I feel like that is really super slow for me, but that's okay. That's all right. All stitching is good stitching. So one last look at my cute little sleds. And you guys, we're racing, right? gotta get to that ball. Okay, so I finally finished Harvest Time, which is by Victorian House Designs, I believe is the name of the designer. And here it is. I have not had an opportunity to fully finish this yet, but look at that. I'm lovingly calling this turkey on a pumpkin. But it is so pretty. And the designer her use of color and shading, you know, to get, I mean, look at this, you guys. There's 3 and 4 colors to create the ridges in the pumpkin. It looks I think it looks very realistic. So her shading, she knocks it out of the park. And it's all in DMC. So super, super affordable. I actually went over to her website and I purchased 3 more patterns from her, and I'm so disappointed. I went to my computer and I just wanted to print the cover picture of the 3 patterns, and my printer will not print. So I can't show it to you this FlossTube, but I will next FlossTube. I'll have time to troubleshoot what's going on with the printer. I did check, it has paper. It's not out of paper. I don't know what it's complaining about. Maybe I've got an ink cartridge that needs to be refilled or some darn thing. But anyway, if you haven't checked out her Etsy shop, Victorian House Designs. Let's see, I got my computer right next to me. Let's see. Yep. Victoria House Designs. Go over there. She has some really, really amazing patterns and PDFs. So you know, instant gratification. Buy them, download them, print them, and stitch them, right? Okay, so those are my finishes. I am so happy to have all that stuff done. In terms of what I have stitched beyond that, I started an ornament, and I'll show you what I'm stitching on, and it's so much fun. So this is another Etsy purchase. This is, I'm assuming it's Lola Crow on Etsy, and I am stitching this. And I did not have any black fabric, but I found some 32 count navy blue in my stash. And so here's where I'm at on this guy. Oops, well, it needs a little something behind it, excuse me. So I'm working on it, and you can see my hoop marks. Yep, I've been trying to stitch it in the hoop. So yeah, this is a lot of fun. And this is another pattern where the designer, she's using 6 different greens. And so that's why these look the way they do, because I mean, excellent use of, you know, complementary colors. I mean, colors, you know, I'm using, you know, 470, 471, and then 935, 936, and 937. I mean, it's really, really well done and well thought out, and a total crack up. I'm giving this to my son, but he's next door, so we can't tell him. But yeah, he's gonna love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that was a start for me since last I saw you. And then the other thing that I've been stitching on is my Satsuma Street, my Noel sampler. Yeah, that's what it's called, Noel sampler. So I've got some good progress on Noel sampler. So let me show you where I'm at. And this I'm stitching on a 28 count, and you know, all the cold floor flosses. So since last we got together, I finished the O. I started and finished the L, and then I just put the border down here on this fourth ornament in the 3rd row. So I'm having a great time stitching this. It's so much fun. Jody Rice, who is the designer for Satsuma Street, and she's gonna be at the Jingle Ball in just a few minutes. I just love her stuff. I love everything she designs. Her use of bright, vibrant colors draw me in. If you're new here, in the past, I have stitched her Pretty Little Seattle design. It's one of my prize stitches, and I have purchased Pretty Little Hawaii. So I need to work Pretty Little Hawaii into the mix at some point, but not today. Not today, not today. How's our time? Ooh, I got 9 minutes until the ball starts. So I do have just the tiniest bit of haul to show you. I bought, well, beyond the 3 patterns from Victoria House Designs, I did buy a physical pattern, and this is from Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery, and this is called the Little Red Schoolhouse Pin Keep 1862. So ooh, that's kind of shiny. There you go. There you go. And I think I'm going to stitch it in Schoolhouse Red. That's one of my favorite overdyed reds. And so I'm really, really excited to start on that. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about is I just wanted to talk about another plan to start. Sorry, I'm shuffling around. I'm looking for something. I can't find it, of course. So we're just going to go without. I bought this Prairie Schooler Santa pattern last year called Button Up. And I bought it because I saw it on Michelle McGraw's FlossTube, and she had shown a conversion. Instead of in the reds, she used blues, and she got the conversion off of another fellow Instagrammer, and I don't know if she's a FlossTuber, but anyway, I just wanted to say thank you, Michelle. I followed the breadcrumbs to the conversion. I saved it on my computer somewhere. And so I thought I had printed it out and put it with the pattern because I want to start stitching these in January, in winter, because it'll look perfect with all those blues. I could not find it. I direct messaged Michelle on Instagram and threw myself at her feet and said, can you help me find that conversion again? Because I did a stupid thing and I can't find where I put it and blah, blah, blah. She responded in under an hour. It was a conversion by this person, and here it is. And I am so thankful to Michelle for helping me out and being so gracious about the whole thing. So on my next FlossTube, I'll share a little bit more about that. But like I said, I got to get to the ball. So I just wanted to come on here, do, a super fast little update with you. If you're going to the Jingle Ball, I hope we run into each other because that would be super fun. I'm just so revved about meeting fellow stitchers online. Yeah, it's going to be super fun. The only thing that would make it better is if we could do it in person, right? But that would be a lot of people. I can't think of anything else that I want to cram into this episode, but I just wanted to come on, tell you, I hope you had a really nice Thanksgiving if you were in the States. Wish you a happy holiday season. We're here on the 2nd of December, so lots of holidays are coming up, and like I said, I just wanted to jump on and say hi because I wanted you to know I am thinking of all of you. I hope your stitching is going well. I hope you're stitching happy. That's the most important part, right? Stitch happy, my friends. And I will come back and hopefully I will see you at the ball. All right, you guys have a great weekend. I will talk to you later. Okay, bye friends.